Okay, let's test some audio.
I don't know how to test audio.
It's this.
It's this.
Perfect. You're nailing it, Jason.
So, we have a guest today. This is One Foot on the Ground. This is Ashley.
This is Johnny.
And this is Jason.
This is the Jason.
Jason is a bona fide, I suppose, Scream expert, which is why we have him on for our Scream episode. That's Ashley opening up her lovely beer.
I wouldn't say expert as much as I would say super fan.
Okay, super fan. Well, either way.
If there was a nickname, it could be Screamian.
Screamians.
Both Ashley and I are doing Cigar City Brewing Red India Pale Ale. What is that? What is the actual name of it?
Toca Braga.
Toca Braga. Which
There's no R in there. Toca
That's an
Braga.
R.
Is that an R?
That's an R too, isn't it?
No, I think
Or is
those
that
are
an A?
A's. Toco
Toca
Baga.
Baga.
Toca Baga.
They really should use a different font.
They did
It's very confusing.
They had a different font before.
Is it a play on the word lager, possibly?
Toca Baga.
Toca Baga. I don't know.
Like the drum
Toboggan?
beer.
Can we just say Topanga?
Ooh,
And Boy Meets
Topanga.
World.
I like Topanga. I love Topanga. She's so pretty. Okay, so should we start the movie? Dimension.
I've always loved this
Now,
part.
Dimension Films.
Where
What
are
is
my
that a
subtitles?
thing? They're on there. I put them
I
on.
see it. I see it. You're right.
Don't worry.
What about Dimension Films? What's your question?
Telephone ringing. See,
You're
Line
right.
Screaming.
Oh yeah, you're right. We got this. We
Wonder
got
if that
this.
was supposed
It's
to be
probably
tied
loud.
into because she is about to watch a horror movie.
Like the Scream?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like, I'm about to watch some scary movies. Slash me up, baby.
She's about to watch Halloween,
Yeah.
which Kevin Williamson seems to be a really big fan of. I can't say that
Oh,
personally, but like
Big fan.
This has,
he's
like,
just
crazy
constantly referencing Halloween throughout the film.
You know what's crazy? You know,
She looks so young.
Drew Barrymore was actually supposed to play the role of Sidney Prescott.
Yeah, but she turned it down because she thought this would be more compelling.
In other words, she got the opportunity to watch Psycho, and then Kevin Williamson, like, I don't think you can really pull a 16-year-old at 28.
I think she could because she looks freaking young.
Well, David Arquette, who plays the police officer in the film, he's younger than Skeet Ulrich.
Oh, yeah,
and
half
Doofus
the-
or whatever.
Dewey.
Dewey.
Don't call him Doofus.
That was Scary Movie,
He's a
the
sweetheart.
original title of this film. You want to hear something awful, though, if you really think about it? It was, like, genius, like, why they changed the name, but it was the Weinstein brothers that decided on the name change.
Really?
At the end, near the end of filming, the original working title was Scary Movie.
I knew that, and I just figured it's because it's so self-aware that they were just...
Wasn't this the
call it
what was the first
Hashtag
Dimension
Rose Army.
film?
When was the first Dimension
Or
film?
what was?
Oh, I
Because
did not know
wasn't
that
this?
fact. Was it? I don't think it was.
No, I like to think that Dimension encompasses most of my childhood watching horror movies.
Because I feel like it was a big deal. Dimension Films, wasn't it? It's
Dimension
gone now.
Films
though.
was
I don't
still
think they
part of,
make
like,
anything.
Miramax and
Oh,
Weinstein.
that was it. It was like a sub.
Yeah, because there's
Something.
like in the final, like behind Jamie Kennedy at the party scene, there's like Clerks and other like
Oh,
Miramax
yeah,
movies
yeah.
like set up.
So, do they still make that popcorn?
Yes. And
Yes.
it's available at the finest of dollar stores.
Ah, I really want one of those now.
And you could buy them separately, and they're typically a lot cheaper and produce a lot more popcorn than the bag.
Oh,
Also, I think
good.
I would like them more.
look at those encyclopedias. Nobody has encyclopedias.
Yeah,
she has a
nobody
lot of
uses-
encyclopedias.
Channel 3.
Wait a minute, did you
either.
notice that? They're also on the other wall.
Well, that's when you had to,
This is
like, there was
set
one
design.
per letter.
Well, I mean, that's true. But you don't need like multiple
You need
Encyclopedia
every
Britannica.
edition when they're available at your local grocery store right before school.
They had door-to-door salesmen for the encyclopedias,
Do you know,
right?
I don't think I've seen this since I saw it in the theater.
I used to watch it a bunch as a kid. Like a bunch, like too much. And then
Girl,
I'd watch
you need to
RoboCop
get that
after.
popcorn off the damn stove.
Somebody's looking at her.
What do you mean looking at her? Oh, you mean the collar?
Yeah, the collar. He's like, I want to know.
Now, what was the name of that movie
am I
where
talking to?
they were? It's like the famous line, like the call is coming from inside the house. What was that?
That's when
That's
a
an
stranger
urban
calls.
legend.
When a Stranger
that's,
Calls?
That's like
when a stranger. No, when they call it like the killer's in the house.
right. That's an urban legend.
That's an urban legend, but it is from the film When a Stranger Calls.
Oh, okay.
And there was also a remake. The first one, it's really they kill. Oh wait, I think they killed the kids in both of them. That was the whole point of it.
Wasn't it like a weird house with like she was like disabled or somebody was disabled and they couldn't move or something?
No,
You
the
just
shock
watched
caused her
it
not to
recently.
All I could think of was I'm leg disabled.
What?
From the IT crowd.
I'm what?
Leg disabled.
Leg disabled.
Oh, something else that's really cool. Casey's boyfriend, I forgot his name.
He Steve.
He was originally up
Steve
for the
Orth.
role of Skeet Ulrich's character.
Oh, I thought he got turned down.
No,
This was
he
his
did.
Consolation
that
prize.
was his consolation prize. That's exactly what happened.
Whatever happened to him? Is he still active?
Who, Skeet Ulrich?
Yeah, yeah.
He's might be on an episode of
he's
CSI or two.
Not as much as Liev Schreiber. Schreiber?
Is Liev Schreiber in this?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Cotton
Cotton Weary.
Boom, jinx.
What?
Oh, well, John owes us codes.
How? I love Liev Schreiber. He's so sexy.
Well, you're
I
not
thought-
gonna love how much of it
No,
he
how-
is in this movie.
Did you
He's,
see
he's in
him
this
in-
movie for, I believe, 30 seconds. I don't
think
think he
it's
has.
less.
Really?
He does
Yeah.
not have a speaking role.
No, he's just
Oh.
on TV being arrested.
Yeah, which is weird that he actually got because I thought you had to talk in a film to get a credit.
Well, no, okay, so that's the thing, because Debbie Mazar has a credit for House on Haunted Hill, but she actually wasn't in the film. They cut her part out in the editing, but she still got a credit because she had filmed scenes for the film, and it's part of a union kind of thing. So she had to be credited in the credits for the film because she was paid to do that job,
Oh, right on.
even though she's not in the movie. It's House on, I hope I'm saying that right, because it was House on Haunted Hill was the one where he had the mustache, right? Jeffrey Rush?
House on Haunted Hill
The remake?
with I get all of them mixed up. House on Haunted Hill, Haunting of Hill House, and The Haunting, and
It wasn't The Haunting.
which one's with Ollie Larder?
I don't know who
Ali
that is.
Larder.
Who's that?
Ali Larder was in The House on Haunted Hill.
Okay, with the piano string that was like whap.
She had that camera that she's
Is that where
like
they had like
running
the
around.
basement with all the weird shit in it?
Yes,
Then
and it
that's
was
the
not
one.
based on The Haunting of Hill House. That is The Haunting with Catherine Zeta-Jones.
Ugh.
Who
God, that was
played
awful.
she was bisexual at the like in a really sexy, fun, like I do Skinamax porn kind of way for that film, when really she had like no mention of it at all after that. She just kind of hits on Nell the first few scenes in a
Yeah.
weird way, and then it's never spoken of again. I'm assuming that's another Weinstein production idea.
That apparently Kevin Williamson always writes in a gay character, and so there's a lot of theories that Steve and Billy are actually in a homosexual relationship.
I would
Go
actually
ahead.
disagree with that.
I said it was a theory. I don't believe it.
I'm sure they gave each other blowjobs at some point. If they were real people, that would have happened. Like, oh no, it's fine. I'll take care of you before we go slash up my friends. Am I
or
killing your
mostly
girlfriend?
Stu's
Are you?
exes, it seems. Stu's girlfriends.
Stu?
I feel like
Matthew
Randy
Oh.
would have been the gay one, because it's kind of like Ducky from 16 Candles. He doesn't love Sydney. He idolizes her.
Yeah.
He wants to wear those tight 90s sweaters.
They always
Corded
It's a Cinderella
sweaters.
situation. Prince Philip, he totally wanted those shoes because it was the same shoe size and he wanted to dress and drag.
He
That's
took
why
a
he picked
bullet for
Cinderella.
her because he couldn't lose his muse.
What? Is this in this?
No.
well, he does take a bullet, but it's not for his.
I feel like he was just like, he acts like, oh, like in part 2, I unrequited love of Sydney Prescott. I'm like, bitch, you were just in the way. You were in the wrong place at the wrong time. It's not like you slow dived into it.
Yeah.
No.
Also, I imagine Billy would have a matching scar from the. Should he live from the umbrella?
You know what's great about this though? I always loved this movie, especially when it came out when I was in middle school. My favorite thing was to get like a friend or have anybody that come over. We would watch this movie, especially if they've never seen it, so they would never know what's going to happen. Because the first time you watch this, it is a magical kind of thing. You don't know what's going to happen. I assume that she's going to be totally fucked up after all this and survive and be the final girl.
Yeah, well, that was the whole intention with the marketing, because Drew Barrymore's all over the marketing.
She's the
like, on
biggest
covers and
face
stuff.
on
Yeah,
the
it's just her
poster.
like covering her face. She's like the name credit. Even on the side of the box, I'm sure I have the same one. So it has like Nev Campbell and Drew Barrymore. She's
And this
in
is
here
more
12
like,
minutes.
and this was like her return to filmmaking after her Lindsay Lohan moment. You know, back before they had internet recording everything, it's
Yeah.
like everything was erased and forgotten.
Also, talking about the cover, did you notice that Skeet Ulrich has a
terrible
mustache
goatee.
and goatee, but not in the movie?
Oh, why?
They shot the photo because he was probably filming something
That's,
else.
Yeah, it was
that's like
yeah.
the cover of Rounders with John Malkovich. He's like has completely different look in the movie than he does on the
Well,
cover.
that was also another cool thing about Scream. When in terms of what we think about horror movies always had the killer on the cover, the monster, something frightening, and that's when you have. I'm assuming Nev Campbell with her hand over her mouth, or like she's and not even screaming, which is another weird thing.
Oh, that's Drew Barrymore.
Oh, that is Drew Barrymore.
Yeah,
the
it's
big
Drew
eyes?
Barrymore. Yeah, there was like a huge deal about how like why is the woman on the cover like not in the rest of the movie?
Is that
Or
true?
the woman on the
I
poster?
always
Yeah.
thought it was Nev.
No,
I thought
that's
it
Drew
was Nev,
Barrymore.
too.
I'm grabbing it.
I used to think it was Nev too.
My favorite thing about this film, though, of all time, even though they are no longer together, we did get a long period of coquette.
Cox Arquette. This is where they met.
Yep.
Well, I guess so.
Oh, and also another important
Look at
thing
that
why
mustache.
this was such a game changer for horror movies. Besides
That was the look he
excellent
had in
writing,
that
thank you,
one
Kevin
movie.
Williamson.
As good as it gets, where he played the gay hooker. I mean, gay sex worker.
But this one
That was
actually,
him, right?
this is one of the
think it was
first horror
him.
movies that actually used established, successful actors. Like they weren't all super famous, but they were all already working. They weren't
Yeah,
your typical.
like Nev Campbell was running up the Party of Five.
Like these are all
Like,
actors
yeah.
that were able to have their teeth done before shooting,
Courtney Cox.
which was so amazing.
Yeah, Courtney Cox was in
Friends.
Friends. Yeah.
She was the only friend when I started watching Friends that I knew who it was before because she was in Ace Ventura.
That's
Oh,
right.
she was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
All the other ones I had
and
no idea, but I was like, oh, I love Courtney
David
Cox.
Duchovny, since you speak of gay hookers, he also played a male sex worker. In a weird way,
kick his ass,
and also I think
girl.
another decisioning point was how bad her scream was. Like, if we get rid of her now,
Her mom has a really good scream.
the Wilhelm scream that they add
Yeah.
on top of it.
Her mom.
Yeah, so
She didn't trip. That was the one big thing that you guys. And blood packet.
the it's corn syrup.
That
throughout the
wasn't
whole
very.
movie.
That was. I mean, she didn't even get stabbed very much. Oh.
Oh, well, not yet. She gets gutted like a fish. That's
Ew,
not
God.
it. That's the way they describe it later. Also, what I love about this movie is all the sweaters. Every person
Oh, every
seems to have the
sweater's terrible.
comfiest sweater.
She kicked him in his balls so hard that he can't have children.
Oh, Ghostface killer. Ghostface actually didn't become more tough until part 2, and especially in part 3. Because
Well,
that
the
was
killer. That's
was a
one of their
progression.
rules
Yeah.
too.
That's
The
what
killer
you
gets
hope that
stronger as it
every time.
goes. Yeah.
Wait,
You know-
was this same killer?
yeah, no, it's the
No.
same costume. You know, the original idea too was that it was going to be a white costume,
Yeah, but it looked too much like a Ku Klux
KKK.
Klan thing.
which I'm surprised they couldn't have that in the 90s. So it's like,
I think they made a good choice, made a wise choice. But during these scenes where Drew Barrymore is calling 911, because the voice actor actually calls the people on set, and they're like talking to a person, they're responding to a person, and so they all had active phones. So I guess Drew Barrymore called 911 during this scene
Oh,
somewhere
yes.
and was just screaming into it.
That's hysterical.
Yeah, and because they used live phones, like the police department, and I don't know if it was because of that first call, or if it was just recurring
that-
calls all over. Go ahead.
Who is that? Who plays her mom?
Look.
Somebody Google it.
That's the Drive to the Mackenzies is from Halloween. Jamie Lee Curtis tells like
Yes.
the kids or something.
Go to the-
Yeah.
What?
oh, there she is.
Is she bloody enough for you, John?
And how fast
Eh.
is that killer? Within 5 minutes, was able to string her up,
It is two
Yeah,
killers,
finish-
Jason.
finish
a lot of-
hunt gutting her.
Well, they also whoever gutted Steve too. Like that was like super quick.
Oh, you know what blew my
Yeah,
mind
that
in this
happened,
movie?
yeah.
There's a
That
scene.
she dials 911.
Yeah,
for
when
the
she dials
computer.
911 on her computer.
Ass computer.
It's the 90s.
I also if any of the characters could have been gay, it could have been Sidney Prescott too.
Say
Who's
again.
Sidney
It
Prescott?
Nev Campbell.
Oh.
She does have a picture.
John, have you seen this movie?
She does,
I'm not
and
good
not to
with
sound
names. Everybody knows
stereotypical
that.
or awful, she does have an Indigo Girls poster on her wall.
Oh my God, she is gay. Oh, I love it. Get it, girl. You do your thing.
And that's the
And
door
don't
I
have
always
sex
wish.
with him because you're gonna die after.
The
That's the
closet
door
door
I
that,
always
like,
wish I
blocks
had.
the-
That would have been my masturbatory block to my mom just walking in.
How many times did your mom walk in, Jason?
Jesus
Oh, I
Christ.
had a
many.
lot.
I would just start locking the door. Why is this door locked? Why do you think?
I don't think my parents were very. They're not stupid. They were like. They
Don't
just
go
left
in there.
me alone. Like
There's
they
a
don't even
weird
come over
heat
to that
coming
side of the
from that
house.
door.
It's like it's either this or 2 showers a day. You pick your poison.
I never did.
Oh, that
in the
costs money,
shower.
paying that
Not
water
until
bill.
I was an adult. Nobody cares about that. Nobody cares about
I just
John in
started
the
watching
shower.
Billy. I'm sorry.
Man, I wish people looked like that at my high school.
Billy Loomis.
Yeah, that's the other thing. Oh, that she does. That's very like obvious. Indigo Girl's right there.
I only know Indigo Girls.
That could have
from
been the motive.
Tig Notaro, the comedian. She does like a bit about like the Indigo Girls coming on stage, but like she's like,
know-
oh, they're not ready.
I think the Indigo Girls are like more.
Go ahead. You got this.
You know what I mean?
I
Like
wanna hear
they're
it.
they're
Don't know what
popularized
you mean.
because of what they represented at that time, and not necessarily for the music. I couldn't tell you any Indigo Girl song.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever
Like I don't
listened to
think
it.
I've ever heard one, but I know exactly who they are.
Somebody's gonna listen to this and there's gonna be like hate mail and death threats from the Indigo cult.
They can send
No,
it to
no,
one
nothing
foot at
against.
gmail.com.
No, yes, one foot on the ground, and I will ignore it.
So
Title it.
Oh, I would
Indigo
love to
Girls.
read hate fan mail.
So
Oh,
another
actually, yeah, that would be fun.
another good
But don't
movie
send it anyway.
that Nev
It's
Campbell
rude.
and Ski Ulrich were both in, but did not date because Nevi was all Bernie.
And the
Oh,
crowd.
The
the
Craft.
Craft.
With my favorite actress,
Well,
Rachel
maybe
True.
that's where you had the goatee.
No,
No.
he was a high schooler again.
Oh.
And I think he was younger. I think as the years progress, he was like
He just
was
plays
like-
younger and younger.
Well,
kids.
he's the male Judy Garland of the 90s.
Somebody look it up.
Somebody look up.
Somebody look it up. Oh, look, is she being murdered?
This is PG-13.
No, this is their PG-13 relationship.
Get your hand off my thigh. Oh, this is like so weird for Miramax.
What do you mean?
Weinstein's.
This
Too-
is
me too.
I want because Rose McGowan had
Ooh.
had an issue.
Oh, Harvey Weinstein
With Harvey,
production.
yeah.
Weinstein
Oh, no.
production
Ooh,
film.
like I don't know if it was this film that they met on or what. But
Is
it's
she
like
dyed her hair
uncomfortable to
blonde.
think about.
She dyed her hair blonde because he liked brunettes. And this pushed Nev into the fire.
She'll just tell everyone she did it so that there was a contrast between the two characters.
That's
What? What are you
that's why
talking about?
That's why Rose McGowan colors her hair blonde.
Keep up, John.
In
The-
what?
This,
this.
this episode of One Foot is
A very
Jason and
confused
Ashley
John.
just
You guys know way more about this than I will ever know.
it's. I think we're.
Oh
just
my
both
god,
really
did she
big-
just flash her teats?
Yeah.
Nev actually doesn't show nudity until she's way past her prime to do so, and I don't mean that in a negative way. She just waited too long to do it. Like,
Well,
you have
obviously, 'cause I didn't
actresses
even know
like
about
Denise
it.
Richards. She just goes like,
Oh, she
head
went
in.
full frontal in what was
They
that?
were in
movie?
the same movie, Wild
Pushing
Things?
Daisies?
Wild Things.
Wishing Daisies.
No,
Oh.
not Pushing Daisies.
Love Wild
What was
Things.
that damn movie?
Is it Wild Things? Is it
No,
with Nev Campbell
I've
and
never
Kevin
seen
Bacon?
that.
The champagne on Denise Richards' beautiful.
I've never
Playboy
seen
dress.
them. A whole 9 yards. Where did I get 10 Pushing Daisies from?
Also, Denise Richards will
I'm
play
thinking
the
of
best.
Tin Cup, Pushing Daisies, and all
And-
kinds of things are in my
In
head.
1998, Denise Richards could play the best, like, 30-year-old, 17, 18-year-old ever with the fakest breasts you've ever seen in a film.
I think that was why it was so awkward in that movie, the whole 9 yards, when she was full frontal.
Valentine.
Because
I
she
love-
played a
seemed
teen.
so
Yep.
young.
No, whoa. Valentine, they were all
Oh my
out
god!
Oh, wait,
look at
you're
her
right, never mind.
outfit.
because David Boreanaz was playing high schoolers in the 80s, and it was not the 80s anymore.
Oh, she is in this movie.
Yes. Why would we lie to you, John?
I didn't know what you guys were talking about.
Do you want my notes?
And I'm actually impressed.
Oh, they
about
just said
how-
you're nuts, and I was like, what?
John, would you like some of my nuts?
I'm actually impressed at how good they got her blonde. Because
Here's the
usually,
cast.
Yeah, she looks pretty good. Oh, you wrote it all down.
I did, yeah.
Rose was always one of my favorite 90s actors in
Jamie
general because she
Kennedy,
always did weird
Jamie
stuff
Kennedy.
too. She did the Iraqi film.
Hold
she
on.
did.
Jamie Kennedy did the "You've just been X'd." Sorry.
In
he
this?
did a prank show. No, he did a prank show after this.
For all I will
Jamie
only know,
Kennedy experience.
besides this film, I will only know him as Malibu's Most Wanted because I skipped school to go watch it.
Did you not see Malibu's Most Wanted either? You
No,
have,
I
you
never
have to
saw
know who
that.
Jamie Kennedy is if you watch
His
any
name
movie
sounds
in the
familiar.
90s.
His name sounds very familiar.
But I love the Doom Generation with Rose McGowan.
Yeah?
Greg Araki's first heterosexual.
Oh, now that's
film.
Henry Winkler.
That's what
I
it's
know
called.
that.
Look at you go.
Now, can you tell me the pattern of the jacket he's wearing?
I can't see it. This is a DVD on a high definition television.
Oh.
It doesn't get more high def. It doesn't scale up.
So I don't know.
It's weird too. If you do look at this film now, when you say something like that, you could totally tell Dewey is probably younger than half the cast.
But he auditioned for Billy. I don't know if he got it or not.
Why did
but I
he
know
just touch her face like that?
He auditioned for Billy, and the role of the
Is that her
officer.
dad? Is Henry Winkler her dad in this
No,
movie?
he's the principal of the
Then
school.
why is he touching her face?
Because it was
like
the
that?
90s,
Because
man.
it was the 90s. How did you think?
Oh, I don't
she got,
like it.
I'm pretty sure half the cast on here had to be touched in some inappropriate kind of way to get the parts that they got.
Oh, you're
Kinda
right.
rough.
God, this is.
You know what I
very-
love about this?
This is
Also-
I don't like this movie.
The
Yeah,
fountain
no,
scene.
I was thinking
It's
about
like
that today, and I was like,
sexual harassment all over the place. Now Matthew Lillard. I
Oh,
would
wait
touch
until you
inappropriately.
realize what the motive is.
If you want to know something else that kind of
What was the motive?
throws me off about this film, Matthew Lillard's wearing the same color sweater as Casey was wearing the night that she died.
Hers was a bit more beige, but that's the thing, dude. I love his
Oh,
Billy.
his too.
Billy is
Billy
too.
Loomis is
They're
also
like matchy
yeah.
matchy. Now, see, them having sex would be fantastic. Can we please get a videotape of that? Did they have to do that to get the job?
Probably.
Oh,
Definitely.
please release
Look
that
at that
tape.
chemistry.
Internet,
Can,
Internet, please release the tape.
I think Nev was keeping her space because, as you can see from the footage, as bad and low quality as it is, somebody did not wash his hair. His name was Skeet Ulrich.
Oh yeah, poor man's Johnny Depp.
Yeah, like here.
Oh, did anybody look him up? I can't use my phone.
We're too busy spitting out facts. I'm so sorry.
Oh, his hair is greasy.
But you know what I love
Yeah.
about this fountain scene? There is also a bunch of similar scenes in the other Kevin Williamson production, I believe, which is Dawson's Creek.
Yeah.
Weird that he would write.
Was he? Yes, I was right. So that's definitely where that picture
And
came
if you
from.
notice, it follows his trope too. You have Jamie Kennedy playing Dawson. Nev Campbell
for the
is
audience,
definitely
I
Chili
was
Potter.
correct.
Tatum would be Jen Lindley.
Okay.
Also a big fan of Dawson's Creek.
I can tell.
Labs.
So,
Also, I forgot to mention Loomis is also a name from Halloween.
yeah.
I really wish I would have watched Halloween before coming over so that I could point out every Halloween reference. Because I'm not as versed in Halloween as I am in Scream.
No, I'm not versed in any of these.
I want to live there. When she gets off the bus in the mountain.
Just in the
Why is there a
mountains, yeah.
stop sign inside the?
But it is also
Bus.
creepy North Carolina, so they probably have to run away from cults and stay out of the forest.
Are they supposed to have lived in North Carolina?
No, they're in California.
They're in California.
Like that's the setting of the movie? Is California?
Yes, it's also there was also conflict because the Weinsteins wanted Wes Craven to record it in Canada because it would be like $1 million cheaper. But he was like, no, I want it to look more like American. Like he wanted to spook people to think it could be at their homes, that they're very luxurious mountaintop homes.
Like who
Other
lives
thing.
in a house like that
Yeah.
in
Well,
California?
They had to.
What
switch
is
high
her
school.
dad like? The maker of this film?
It was the 90s. It was the 90s. Basically, you
values were
could
lower.
work at a gas station and own a two-car garage home.
Yeah, I mean, look at Friends.
It's
Oh yeah, well for sure.
It's before the baby
Well, they
boom was
do
sold
give
out.
an excuse as to why that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about Joey and
Chandler
Family's
had a
Partner?
high-paying job, and Joey didn't pay anything. It was very obvious that he didn't.
And that show did kind of start like when Giuliani was like cleaning up.
Well,
New
and
York.
that's the other thing is like she mentions that she technically shouldn't have lived in that apartment because it was her grandmother's before that, which is why they had a fixed
Oh, that's
rate
right.
of rent or whatever because it was before the market went up. So her grandmother paid like probably $500.
she had a rent-controlled apartment.
Yeah, there you go.
Which is
I couldn't
also
think of the word.
how Jerry O'Connell got his apartment in Joe's apartment.
That's how, and that's
Also, Jerry O'Connell's in the
also
sequel of
Carrie
Scream.
Bradshaw
Yes.
in Sex and the City had a rent-controlled apartment until her building went co-op.
Oh,
and then
here
she
we
had
go.
to
We
purchase
have
it.
our
It was
we
a whole
have
mess.
Courtney Cox and the best lime green jacket.
Okay, I saw that earlier and like gasped, and nobody was paying attention. Because I cannot believe
Gail
but
Weathers was
that
always.
was. I mean, I thought it was the '80s for a second. I was like, wait a minute, is she in the '80s? Is this 1987? And why is she wearing that?
Look at that light switch. You just press the button in, and the other side, bottom part pops out.
So, John, you don't remember this movie at all.
Actually, no.
So
I mean, I do remember like the end and how everything was revealed, like Matthew Lillard.
So that's her mom, Maureen Prescott,
Okay.
right? She was murdered
Was she the
about
murderer?
a year ago. She was murdered about a year ago. and-
Raped and murdered, apparently.
Oh,
but
yeah,
wasn't
yeah.
she the murderer in the last one? Or something?
Maureen? No,
No,
Oh,
no,
I'm
no,
thinking
You're
of
thinking of
Halloween. Because it was the mom in that one, wasn't it?
That was actually Friday the 13th.
that was the first Friday the
Oh,
13th.
well, I don't know
It's
anything
also
about
mentioned in
this.
the beginning of this movie. It's a trick question, Mrs. Voorhees.
That's right. Who
Because
was
I
the
remember,
who was the original
I remember
killer?
seeing that. Yeah.
You never seen Friday the 13th?
No. I had. Wait a minute. No,
And
I
it
don't
is one
know.
of those
Which
fucked up
one is
things.
Friday the 13th?
It's
Camp Crystal Lake.
Yes, the sequels have the
Jason
guy with the
Voorhees.
hockey mask. Jason,
Okay.
he has a
Okay.
machete.
See, I get them all confused. I don't know who's.
And it's
killed
also
who.
a holiday where you can go get an awful tattoo of Friday the 13th. It's when
Oh.
hipsters work on their sleeves.
Those sleeves that have like little stupid
little
designs
spots.
all over the place.
But yeah, her mother died about a year ago, and so they put Liev Schreiber, Sabretooth.
Schreiber.
I
They
know
put
who
him
he
in.
is.
They put him in. But I don't know how to say his name. They put him in prison because he had like a bloody jacket. He had sex with her mother that night, and like whatever.
Oh, so
they
he
were
was
like
in prison
he-
for being the killer of her mom.
Yes.
Okay.
So
But
that's,
now he's out?
No, he's
That's
not out.
why
I
he
think
does not have a voice acting thing in here because he's currently serving time for the murder.
Yes. So we'll see him
He's in San
incarcerated.
Quentin, I think. He'd probably be in San Quentin. It's California.
Something like that.
That's where they put all the crazy murders.
Look at
Yeah.
that awful house. I mean, look at the
But-
curtains. And
But
the
right now,
couch
her
and the-
father,
Blech.
her father's cell phone made calls to Casey, Drew Barrymore, so he has been apprehended at the time.
Who?
Sydney's dad.
Right now?
No, he was not. No, he does that.
He wasn't pulled in for questioning?
They figure that out later. They don't pull him in for questioning. He's out of town on business right now. She's waiting for Tatum to come pick her up,
Tatum
and she's
O'Neal?
gonna rent all the right moves because she's gonna rent all the right moves because if you pause it just right, you can see Tom Cruise's
His
wiener.
Yeah.
Ew, who
I
wants to see
think I
that?
thought of you when I was rewatching this movie the other day. I thought of you, and you're like, "Oh, if you pause it just right, you can see Tom Cruise's penis."
I have no interest in seeing that.
because we discussed pausing Cruel Intentions, I believe.
Did we talk
for
about?
Ryan Phillippe's penis?
I mean,
In the
I'm
pool
sure I
scene.
did, but I don't remember.
I think we
that.
discussed it on a prior episode.
I mean, I pause movies constantly to see penises. So it could be any number of movies.
See, I feel very awkward because I only pause movies to get drinks or use the bathroom.
Oh, shut the fuck up. That is not true.
for your second shower, Jason.
For my second shower.
Oh, man. That was good. You know what bothers me about these kinds of things, though? Is like...
Hold on, before you say that, this is actually
don't speak at all.
this is the only scene of full penetration you'll see in the movie.
Ew, what?
Watch.
Oh, the murder.
No. No.
The scene where Nev Campbell picks her nose. What am I
she's
doing?
like, what am I doing?
Oh, that's funny.
I love that she pushes it. She's just like, go fuck yourselves.
Yeah. Well, at this point, the murders of the other two, they don't know why they were murdered or who would have murdered them. It's no idea, like, that it could be a spree or serial killer.
Yes.
I would have just been like, bitch. When
I
like,
know,
somebody
that's
says
the
that.
thing.
She's like,
these
fuck
days,
you.
these days, people would not. Do you know what I mean? Like, well, I guess she did just kind of say what we said.
Well, she locked the door.
But he's in the house.
Yeah, well, she didn't know that.
She thought it was Randy
Yeah.
or Stu.
Yeah.
Or
She
she
was like,
thought-
oh, Tatum's coming
yeah.
to rent a movie right now.
Tatum O'Neal? I mean, seriously, is it Tatum
Rose
O'Neal?
McGowan.
Oh, that would
McGowan? McGowan.
Oh, so it is a girl.
Ross. Tatum is Rose.
So Tatum O'Neal is coming over.
Also, this costume, by the way, can be bought every Five and Dime. It gets so beat up. It is like heavy duty material.
Yeah, that's true too.
Well, if it's at
That's
every
just
five
like-
and dime, they could just get
It's like
multiple costumes.
You know, it's not at the Five and Dime. The cat suit in Batman Returns.
My
for Michelle
favorite.
Pfeiffer.
It's when she has to run upstairs after talking about it.
Well, she forgot that she locked the door and she could not compose herself.
Yeah, wait a minute. What?
I
Oh,
love,
yes.
Yeah.
911 on the computer.
And she was like, oops, I left that phone on.
And how, look, oh, they have to be, by the way, Big Money Ballin in this film because she has 2 lines for her phone and her internet. And
Yes.
that did not exist in my neighborhood.
Same.
I can't
You
believe
gotta wait for
they
that stuff
have
to
this on the
dial
computer.
in.
Is that a thing that they really had?
Dude, every
You got
time
2
I'm
phone lines?
spooked, like moving forward in my life, I was like, I can text 911. I know it.
Well, my
Sidney
thing about
Prescott
this,
can do
it's like,
it.
oh, you got 2 phone
No, that's
lines?
what I'm
Are you
saying.
a drug
Can they
dealer?
actually do that?
Yeah, I mean, why would they lie to us, John? It's the
Because they don't
movies.
want us to live through these situations. They want to have material for the sequels.
I love how awful that phone is, too. I think my mom had that
Oh
phone.
my god, you have a cell phone. You killed everybody.
Cellular phone, John. They don't really call
Oh,
it a cell
cellular,
phone in this
that's
movie.
right.
They call it cellular.
Not even a mobile phone.
Yeah.
Mobile phone. I think they do call it a mobile phone.
Call me on the
Maybe.
mobile.
And I do believe they say, son, why do you have a cellular phone? I might be wrong.
No, they absolutely do.
And he's like, everybody has them. It's 1996.
I just got scared.
oh,
Like
Dewey was
Doofus.
supposed to be a hunk. He was supposed to be like a very hunky character,
And
but
he's
then
not?
David Arquette is kind of like doofing around.
It made it so much better. Like, they did so much right with this movie.
I like in the spoof where he was masturbating all the time.
In Scary Movie,
Yeah.
you know, I assume
I thought that was
that's
kinda
where
hot.
Deputy Randy comes from in Kimmy Schmidt. Like that doofy type, like sheriff. I'm like, oh, they're just doing a spin, like a take on Officer Dewey.
Is everything a take on Officer Dewey?
Well, to be fair, this movie is a take on a bunch of stuff.
Yeah.
So,
It was like Stranger Things, but not as obvious.
they do talk about it a lot. They'll talk about different themes. Like, even like locking the door and running upstairs. That happens in
She didn't
every
change
movie.
her
There's
clothes?
always something. It's the same day.
I know, but it's a girl.
Oh, here, John, and to
In
help
the
you out, there's
90s.
siblings.
After school, you change your fucking
Oh,
clothes.
yeah, they're siblings.
Whose siblings?
Dewey and
Dewey
Tatum.
Tatum O'Neal and Dewey McDewer
As they call him.
are brother and sister.
Yes. And there's the father. of
Aren't they
death
lucky that the
costume.
killer
I
left
thought
his
he was-
entire
I thought-
costume behind, too?
Oh, so I'm so confused.
because
I thought
because he knew he was fucked and he had to get out of that situation.
Yeah.
I thought he was related to her.
To Courtney Cox?
Yeah.
That makes the kissing scenes really awkward, man.
Oh, did they make out in these?
Yeah, they
Okay, I
eventually
obviously
marry.
do not remember any of this.
I do love that Courtney Cox's hair in this movie was every woman's attempt to do the what was her name from the Friends?
Rachel?
Do the Rachel. It
Yes.
was like every failed attempt at the Rachel right there.
That's hysterical.
There's in the
No, the Rachel
She
was
had-
like a different hair.
she had I was gonna say she had more of a Rachel. I want to say it was the second one when they had the stab movies and they had another person
Ooh.
playing her.
That was part 3.
With-
and she had those awful super
Those
short bangs.
really short bangs. No, I'm talking about like the wide one.
They have Bjork
with like the
bangs.
highlights. I think that was the
part
second
2,
movie,
and it
yeah.
was a bob.
Yeah,
where
yeah,
she
yeah.
wore all the tight white tops, and she had her calves done.
Yes.
Somebody had her calves done?
No, that's what they say about her. Like, oh, look, it's her. She's had her calves done.
Ew.
I misquoted that completely, by the way. I apologize.
You should be ashamed of yourself.
Look at all that
Dunkin'
promotion,
Donuts bag in
yeah.
the police station. That's totally out of
product
place.
placement.
I like how
Just
they
look
put
at
them
me.
in 2 rooms where they could see each other, because that's
Yeah, that's
exactly
kind of-
how they would do it.
No, it's not.
Yeah, what are you doing with a cellular phone?
The dad looks like a bad guy from a Scooby-Doo movie.
He's a
Maybe
businessman
he
with a
was.
mullet.
I wish they would have done a sequel where the dad comes back and starts chopping everybody up, or like maybe like Stu's dad.
Because, oh, his parents are just so mad at him.
Are those both his parents? Does he have gay dads?
Who, this guy?
No.
Billy? No, Billy, that's Billy's dad. His mom is not in the picture. She,
Oh, I bet you meant the officer was
Actually,
his dad,
if
too.
you do happen to do part 2, John will love who the mother is.
Who's mom part 2?
Her-
Screets?
Well, wait, did you watch
Skeet's
Scream?
mom?
Did you ever watch Scream 2?
Oh, I don't know. They're all a blur.
Jackie's in it from Roseanne.
Oh, really?
And I don't want to give away
There's
the
a
plot if you haven't seen it.
there's a lot of people like when Dewey's like, oh, maybe they'll make a movie of you, and she's like, with my luck, Tori Spelling will be starring
Yes.
in it. And then in the second movie, they're making a movie called Stab, and Tori Spelling is playing Sidney Prescott.
Another role that her dad gave her, probably. Because she definitely wouldn't have been one of their friends on 90210.
She was on The Masked
Wait,
Singer.
I have money.
Oh,
Yeah, she was the unicorn.
spoiler alert!
Oh, spoilers!
Her gay friends helped her out with that costume.
I'm pretty sure people design. There's a lot of Dunkin' Donuts. This was definitely product placement.
Well, absolutely.
I wonder how much they got from Dunkin' for that.
I don't know. You know what I do know? It cost $14 million to make this movie.
$14 million.
Father of Death.
Was he working part-time at a Five and Dime? Was his boss Mr. McGee?
Father Death was like
You're
the best.
So funny. You're so funny, John.
My Prince references that nobody knows. Actually, that was a hit song, so maybe people do. These kids today.
Damn it, Dewey.
What did Mom tell you?
I love that
I wear
scene.
this badge.
Oh my god, you guys know it like
Ready to go now, okay?
Like what, John?
by heart.
The janitor is your superior.
That's right. He's my superior.
Does anybody think David Arquette can act?
I think David Arquette is a great actor, actually.
Okay, I just wondered.
I like him. I mean, this role versus the role in Eight-Legged Freaks, vastly different.
I did like Eight-Legged Freaks. Bad CGI spiders in
With
the early
with Sean
2000s.
William Scott.
Yeah.
You know, when I bought Dreams by Akira Kurosawa on DVD from a different country,
Did that have David Arquette in it?
No, but it did have.
How is it relevant?
Oh my gosh, I'm getting there.
I'm just gonna start talking about spiders.
The DVD art for it had all the credit information for Eight-Legged Freaks on the back of it for some reason. I was like, what? I was like, Akira
It's
Kurosawa
really
did
funny.
not direct Eight-Legged Freaks.
Oh, this is where
Look at all those
this is where
lights.
Courtney Cox gets punched
Gets her
in the
punched,
face.
yeah.
I bet you this
I'll
looks.
send you a copy.
Oh shit, girl.
Courtney Cox wrote the book on her mother's death,
Oh.
her mother's
I bet
murder,
this looks
and she
good on
also
Blu-ray.
doesn't believe Cotton Weary was the murderer.
Oh.
So it's a kind of a
Damn.
sore spot.
Sid, super bitch. This the 90s when girls started calling each other bitches.
Yeah.
Hey, bitch. Who's that guy on the wall? Now, whose bedroom is this? The
This is Tatum's.
Tatum O'Neal?
And why does she have 2 beds in her bedroom?
I was thinking that too.
Oh
I was
my
like, maybe this is
gosh.
a guest room.
Wait, I'm wondering, or maybe
Her and Dewey.
used to have to share a bedroom, and Dewey maybe lives on his own.
No, Dewey lives
Oh, he
in the
does live
house.
at the
Yeah,
house.
Remember, he
because she
was-
was like, she's coming home with us.
He was using the vacuum cleaner to masturbate.
That was
That
scary
was
movie.
Doofy, Doofus.
Whatever, it was still hot.
God, look at those
You
beds.
grab that vacuum cleaner.
Don't bother me when I'm cleaning my room.
When he walks out in those little
I wonder if
underwear,
Tatum's like
he's got
their,
the
I wonder
big
if Tatum's support
fake
friend.
dick in his
Tatum does
hands.
not have a computer in her room. Does not have any cool posters up for
Well,
somebody
who's
like
that
her.
little guy in
Patrick
the
Swayze.
picture? Is it? That's not Patrick Swayze.
I don't know. I was just naming a name of a guy who
Keith,
had
it's Keith
big hair.
Scarrett.
She looks really good with blonde hair. It looks very realistic, like my sister's hair.
Like she went to a salon.
Yeah, like maybe she had it professionally done.
No. I meant,
Maybe
I meant
there was
like,
like
Movie
money in the
magic.
budget.
oh, for God's sake.
They actually used the same effects from
Maybe it's a wig.
The Craft
Nah,
to color her hair.
Look at him with his gun.
Oh,
Look at him in his middle
he's
part.
like, hello.
Oh, because they kept doing all this kind of weird shit in the movie to make you think who could possibly be the killer. Is
Well,
he?
yeah, that was one of their rules, though. So that was kind of like something they committed to. Every rule they commit to. So
What do
like,
you mean?
Everyone's a suspect. So there's a lot of different things where like
They're on the wrong side of the road.
they can do what they want. There's
No, they
your,
can't.
There's your leave, man.
And he had long hair. I
You just
forgot
missed
about
him.
the long hair.
That was Liev Schreiber?
Yeah.
Did you ever see Denise Calls Up?
Nope.
He's like laying naked on a bed with a telephone on his crotch. It's fantastic.
Boom.
I
There
definitely,
it
I
is.
highly recommend that to all our listeners out there. If you want to see Liev Schreiber naked on a bed with a telephone, that's where you go.
Not Ray Donovan,
No,
the movie you mentioned.
I never mentioned that.
I guess
I've never
Corn
seen
Checks
that.
was a sponsor of this
I
film.
meant- I forgot the movie you had mentioned. Ray Calls Up? No.
Denise Calls Up. Oh, Denise Calls Up is the name of the movie. I'm sorry. Corn Checks. I eat those all the time.
They're good.
They are.
I
good.
like plain.
Me
plain
too.
flavor,
Me
yeah.
too.
I wonder if they used footage from this.
Cinnamon ones are good too.
I watched American Crime Story on FX, the O.J. Simpson trial, or the People versus O.J. Simpson.
We're not doing that.
Watching this, it looks just like that movie. Or that show, I'm sorry, that.
Who is
That's
that?
Linda Blair.
Yeah.
Is that Linda Blair?
Yes, that was
that's
her.
Fun. Look at
She's
that.
uncredited.
What is she wearing to school? That is not appropriate school attire.
It was the 90s.
Well, that was the 90s. That was
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
before. That was
Uh-uh.
before they did the fingertip length rule.
No, they did have it, but,
Yeah, but that's
the
for
rule
skirts.
only extended to my school and not the movies.
Look at that jacket.
Henry Winkler is also uncredited. Because,
Really?
Yeah, because they didn't want it to be a distraction for people to see the film.
I don't
Or
understand-
something
I
of
don't
that
understand
nature.
That
Because
doesn't
he
make
was
sense.
he was a big star. They wanted the focus to be around
The
like
kids?
Yeah,
And Henry Winkler's in it for like, what, 5-10 minutes? What, airtime?
right.
Screen
Oh, is he
time?
not in anymore? Oh no, he dies later.
He dies soon. Spoiler. That guy
Well,
looks
true.
so much like Kevin Smith.
Should have
all I
been.
think
That
He
would've
about.
been
also
cooler.
dies.
Kevin Smith dies?
Kenny. Kenny dies. His name's actually Kenny in the movie.
I do love
Oh, is
that.
it really? That's funny.
I do love that Courtney Cox will fat shame him to make him get faster.
Oh,
to
of
get the camera
course.
faster.
Oh, what is it? She says, Jesus, let's go. And he's like, my
He's
name's
kinda
not
cute.
Jesus. Then he still doesn't show up.
And also, poor Sidney Prescott has to learn, like through a book, that like Cotton might not be the murderer, because there is speculation.
Yeah.
And how would you not know? And this is somebody that you would have randomly seen around anyway. And the mom like stiffens up at a restaurant, but
Yeah.
doesn't grab her phone like I just did because
Yeah,
she wouldn't
because
have had one.
they
She
don't text. They didn't
casually-
have caller ID.
She casually grasps her wine glass and tilts it at him as he walks by. And Sidney's like, "Who's that?" Nobody. And then smokes a cigarette.
By the way, caller ID rapidly went up. I want to say it was like
It was ridiculous,
like
threefold.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, after this movie.
Didn't study that one up very much at all, did I?
The camera guy's kind of cute.
Kevin Smith?
Yeah. Isn't he?
Sure.
He looks like Keanu Reeves older.
He kind of looks
Oh my
like
goodness.
Not as
Stephen Ray
thin brother.
Morris from the My Favorite Murder podcast.
He's got a lot of
And the
he's got a lot of
Percast and
recognizable and
Oh, you're definitely
unrecognizable
getting hate mail
features.
for that one.
No, I'm not getting hate mail for that.
He said I got a phone call like, I don't think I look like that.
Is he gonna call me?
He's him. He's our fan.
Stephen Ray Morris. My phone number is no. I'm just kidding. You can tweet me. You ignore my tweets anyway. Just look at one of your ignored tweets.
I do love that how Sydney's character, like, oh, how's my boyfriend? Is he really pissed that I put him in the clinker?
Oh yeah, that's cute. That's nice.
I think, all right, so this movie does a lot of stuff where it misdirects you into thinking that, like, you know, one of the police officers is the killer or so-and-so's the killer. Like, they accuse Stu right up front. And then Billy has been arrested, and then they're, like, both
No.
whatever. Like, it's all
I
misdirect.
do
but
have
then,
a theory, by the way,
Go
and I
ahead.
don't know if this was on purpose by whoever chose the music or anything. If you did rewatch it,
Oh, the Don't Fear the Reaper.
Don't Fear the Reaper
When-
right after she accuses him, and then they have sex, and it's like Don't Fear the Reaper because
It's
baby, I'm your man.
When we first meet him, Don't Fear the Reaper plays too.
Yeah.
And I can't tell if it's like
If that
intentional
was
or not.
intentional, because that would be so smart, and it would be at a time I don't think they were doing it as much as they do now. Like,
Well-
Lost didn't come out yet.
Well, they're also doing. They're also doing.
Everything's important. Is that an eyelash on your face? It's like, we got the plot line
Yeah,
for next
go to the
season.
back.
Writers.
But when you like in this scene, the people who are running around as Ghostface, it's two dudes.
Yeah.
And like Henry Winkler is like you too, and he keeps like addressing it as like two people. He doesn't even name like their names. But like I want to say that that's also like, hey, think about it. There could be two people instead of like one.
Well, at
Like you
least-
know, like little things like that seem to be sprinkled throughout the film as well.
Also, my thing about this too,
Mm-hmm.
if I had to spend the night in jail, I probably wouldn't have went to school the next day. That doesn't
He's
make me
got
look
to
like
prove
the,
to her that he is not the killer.
I mean,
Even though Jamie Kennedy says that all you have to do is watch Prom Night, you'll know that it's Billy. Prom Night, the boyfriend's the killer. Don't worry.
What?
Did you not see
Oh,
Prom
do you
Night?
know what? I started watching that and I never finished
I
it.
love
Is it
Prom
the one
Night.
with Brittany Snow or the one?
Jamie Lee Curtis. Right? Is she in that?
Yes, she's in a bunch of
Brittany
slasher.
Snow is actually from Tampa, by the way.
It was
I didn't
very
know that.
gay. Didn't you have a gay best friend or something in that?
Who Brittany Snow? It was 2000.
No, in the. I'm talking about
He's talking
Prom
about
Night with
the-
Jamie Lee Curtis.
Brittany Snow was also in the
The
remake. of
terrible,
Prom Night.
terrible remake of Prom Night, where it was is it the one where it was a teacher, crazy teacher, or something stupid?
Something like. I don't know why, but that sentence just made me think of The Faculty.
I love the faculty.
I remember that being like there was like a big advertisement campaign with. What was
If
it,
you notice, they
Hilfiger?
also kind of look like Billy and Stu, the two kids in the
Mm-hmm.
costumes.
Oh look, I had one of those soap dispensers,
Ooh, that's actually.
and I took it from a school.
Look at that.
I screwed it right off the wall.
Dana's
Took it
fashion,
home.
guys, as it says
Girl.
on the wall.
Dana's too fast.
Oh, girl, you.
Oh, I
get
love it when these
it.
other two girls that walk out that look way too old to be in high school start talking shit about her mom.
Everyone's slut shaming
Look
in
at her.
this movie,
She-
John.
I mean, isn't that what this movie?
She looks old enough to be in the original Halloween, the girl that dies when her boyfriend or like gets killed, and then here's Michael Myers with the sheet and the glasses.
Bubble butt boyfriend, Billy.
Did she say bubble butt boyfriend?
She did, and I don't like
Does Billy have a bubble
because
butt?
bubble butts are good now.
Oh yeah,
Bubble butts
it's
were not a
fantastic.
thing. Well, jeans were a little tighter in the early mid '90s than they were in the late '90s.
Yeah, but people didn't have
Yeah.
good butts back then.
Yeah, and they covered it up with Jankos, man.
Oh god. Like I feel like nice butts are like a newer thing.
Is it?
I don't know.
I mean, look
I'm
at
sure they
our-
had them, but I don't think pants were cut
Look-
right for them. Do you know what I mean?
Okay, maybe, yeah.
Like,
I was
they
gonna say,
just
look
done-
at these Nagels. These,
I do
like,
love
good
that
butts
they.
are a thing.
I do love that they reference Ricky Lake, the two high school girls, because this was
Ricky
at
Lake
the
was
height.
also on The Masked Singer, and I guessed it the first episode.
And I love-
It all comes back to The Masked Singer. The Masked Singer, The Masked Killer. It all circles.
Okay, yeah, because this was an era where you could be bullied at school, go home, watch people being bullied that were like you on TV, and feel shame for them as well, and just be double the sad.
Yeah, that's true.
Jerry,
Yeah.
Jerry.
Yep.
Jeez.
Somebody's like, but I'm a transsexual lover of an older man.
Put them on Maury.
He
Do you
is
remember
actually
that they
still
used
on
to have
TV.
like call
Is he really?
And you are
Word.
not the father, as like I'm sure once a week thing.
That is.
If I was the
lot.
Peggy Bundy of this generation where I could sit home and watch talk shows all day, I would definitely be watching Maury. Is someone there? Also, in the bathroom, on the dirty floor, I would not have gone that far.
I mean,
especially
girl,
with
I
paper.
would. No, I'd be
this-
like, who's there?
Did they film this scene in the school, or was this a set?
This was. It has to be a set because this bathroom was used in Scream 3 or Scream 4 in one of the bathroom scenes in
A
there.
little gown coming down, like I'm just finished.
I do like that ninja slide, like she's playing Tekken or something.
Yeah, she's like, well, she was ready this time. She was like,
You know, this did spawn like copycat killers. Are like these two guys like killed one of their parents, and they were
God,
going to use
gross.
the money they stole from her to like buy the ghost face costume and knives, and then they had like a list of their friends that they were going to kill or something crazy like that. And wouldn't it just
Movies
be
don't create killers.
would it just be easier to ask your mom for the $20? And
to just like do it? Maybe they did, and their mom was like, no.
hey, mom, I need like $20 for that. Well, it's $12.99, but you know, tax and knife, kitchen knife.
Now
the
that's
mom's
more like
like,
the
"No."
Rachel.
Yeah, with the chunky highlights.
Yeah, and the
Yeah.
It's
For
a
sure.
failed Rachel. Because I was
yeah. I mean, the Rachel obviously.
But
Was
it's like
better.
she brought in the black and white picture that was a little grainy to the stylist, and I was like, oh,
She's
fuck.
like, okay, so this actress that I'm working with on the show, she has this haircut and everybody loves it. Could you please do that to my hair on this movie?
Can you imagine that?
Courtney Cox had to convince them for this role because they thought, because she plays like a really friendly character on Friends, and they didn't think that she would be mean enough. And she just had to keep coming back and keep being a bitch about it.
And it's a
No, I
historical
can see
role.
Monica being kind of a bitch.
I thought so too. I thought that fact was a little ridiculous, but
Yeah.
apparently she had to work for it.
I mean, obviously, I like Monica.
Maybe she'd
I
be some
actually-
bitch later on.
I
I
like-
actually feel like I would be a lot like Monica.
I like
Same.
Gail Weathers the best in part 2. Part 2 Gail Weathers was the best.
Wasn't that shameless,
I really
Gail
would-
Weathers?
okay.
She was
So
at the
what-
she was at the height of her fame. She was doing like teachings to people wanting to be asshole reporters.
Yeah.
It's like, follow those ambulances, no matter what. Cut the family off following them if you have to. Run them off the fucking road. Get your goddamn story.
She's still writing stories in the fourth one.
And part 4, but she's kind of more like
See,
washed
those
up and
pants
like
right
not
there.
successful.
Perfect
Yeah.
example. Those pants are not highlighting his butt at all. And he looks like he probably has a nice butt. Like, there's butt in there. But it's just not
Look
framed
at
right.
my favorite thing ever is Tatum's outfit in this one, like the little short t-shirt jersey matched with the bright red pants and the thick
with the
belt.
tuxedo stripe down the side.
Yeah.
Did we talk about Matthew Lillard? Like, I always thought he was kind of hot.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
He's such a goof to like such an annoying degree.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. But I,
I mean,
still think
I can
he's
see
hot.
it like even like She's All That.
He was in that?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was the.
He's
was
in
the guy
everything, so I
on
don't
the
know why I'm
reality
asking.
show.
He was on Real
or
World.
Real World. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Am I a
Whatever
bet?
that is.
Am I a fucking bet?
That movie was terrible.
Hey,
Do you remember
hey,
him doing
hey.
the little dance? And also, I loved that movie.
You know,
When she undid her ponytail, took off
And
those
became
glasses,
hot in like 2
and
seconds.
just
Fuck
took off the
that.
You know,
overalls.
what this did for horror movies, 10 Things I Hate About You, or probably somewhere around there, or Can't Hardly Wait, did for the teen drama, and that's why I have that film, okay?
Can't
Have
Hardly
that-
Wait is fantastic. So is 10 Things I Hate About You. But She's All That?
She's all that. Hey, Panty Pants Janie was very pivotal as to like, how do we make this supermodel looking Rachel Cook ugly? Oh, and then somebody opens a drawer like, hello, let me bust out my tricks. I got a pair of overalls with paint splatters and glasses.
Give me a break.
And you know that, what, like, you know when the girl comes over to fix her up to make her pretty, she's like, I thought this bitch was gonna be ugly. I've got job's halfway done. It's like, oh, take off the overalls, takes off her glasses, put some lipstick on, you're ready.
I also thought about, what was that movie?
that's
Oh,
Wes
that's
Craven.
funny.
What'd you
That's
call
funny.
me?
Sorry, Fred.
There was that movie, the remake of
And then
Sabrina.
when he opens the closet here, it has his Fonzie jacket in it.
Oh, does it really?
Mhm.
Well, that's fun.
He's
No.
spooked.
It's a little
Look at those Bob Basses, I assume.
nod.
The
Bob
singing, the singing fish.
Are they going to sing "Take Me to the Water"? Take me to the take me to the river.
So my other thing, when he jerks open the closet door, word that somebody was
Why
in
is he
there,
jerking?
I would actually shove a broom in there, and so if anybody is in there, I'm like, no.
You're not like open armed and exposed.
Right. But
Yeah,
it was the
that's
90s. They
kinda
didn't know. They didn't know.
They didn't know better.
Right?
No.
Why even open it?
Well,
did
because horror movies were washed out at this point in time.
He's gonna be behind
this
a
was It was
door.
a revamp. For
Duh.
horror. Oh, he's in so much pain.
Oh, he's acting so well.
Okay, Henry.
He looks
first
so
off,
shocked. Look at him.
Never a good actor, but that was a cool scene.
Ooh, that's
with the
cute.
with the
Is that
reflection in the
digital?
eyeball.
Yeah. We can pause it now.
Okay, guys. Well, that is going to be the end of part 1 of our Scream Fest.
Ah,
Wow, that was very lackluster.
you're
for all our
welcome.
listeners.
I'm not gonna do anything differently. I have no regrets.
Whatever.
I'll present the scream of when your voice box has been cut. Okay, end scene.
Nailed
Okay,
it.
Pootie Tang.
Pootie Tang. You've seen Pootie Tang, but you can't remember Scream.
I own Pootie Tang.
So upset. I'm so upset right now.
Oh my god, that needs to be one of our movies.
Come on.
Oh, this
Jason,
is a
we're
good
waiting.
ending to our part 1. Okay,
Sean
guys,
William
well,
Scott.
hold on. In the meantime, you guys can contact us. You can email onefootontheground@gmail.com. Is it? Wait a minute.
Is
no,
that
it's
the
not.
email or is it
That's not.
onefootpodcast@gmail.com?
One Foot Podcast.
Email both. We'll get it.
Email and somebody will answer something. I'm just kidding. I don't know if they can answer the other one. It won't be us. And then Instagram is One Foot Podcast. Twitter is One Foot Podcast. And
Facebook's One Foot on the Ground.
Yeah, One Foot on the Ground. You can go
Yep.
to Facebook. So yeah, do all that stuff. And in the meantime, and then I can't speak. You say it.
And then we'll finish up next week.
Thank you.